So how did I gain 4 pounds while fasting up to 18 hours a day over the past week? My blood pressure's dropping like crazy. My energy's the best it's been in years. I'm either doing jogging, swimming, rebounding, or yoga almost every day, and yet the scale went up. But here's the kicker. I'm also following Dr. Mindy Pelz' fasting for perimenopause approach, which means that I'm altering my fasting rhythm changes depending on where I am on my cycle. And this week, I pushed past what my hormones actually wanted, which I shouldn't have done. But today, I'm breaking down why the scale jumped, how my cycle played into it, and what I'm doing differently going into week six. So you don't freak out when your body plays tricks on you, because 100% I am absolutely okay with the scales this week. So at the end of week 5, the scales are telling me that I've gained 4 pounds. Normally in a past life, that would have made me want to quit this keto and intermittent fasting approach, but I'm using my 3-check method. Number 1 is the cycle check. I was in days 8 to 14, and according to Dr. Mindy, days 1 to 10 are the perfect window for long fasts, 20 to 21 hours, up to 24 hours, because estrogen's rising and fasting feels easier. But days 11 to 17, she says, keep it around 15 to 16 hours max, because your body needs more food to support ovulation. I was averaging 18-hour fast days, so a little longer than ideal. What can I say? I'm an above average achiever. No wonder my body pushed back with water and a couple of days of narkiness mood swings. I'm not surprised. Number 2 is like a training check. Usually around this phase of my cycle, my energy really dips, and I would usually listen and let my energy levels lead me. But on keto and IF, I haven't had those dips. So I found it super easy, and I've even upped my workouts this week. I've kept up the yoga, but I've added in a couple of 20-25 minute jogs, and had a great time at this water park with my kids yesterday. So much fun. And the exercise was up. New activity means muscle repair, and repair means that you can be holding in water. 3rd point, fit check. I'm also going by markers like my clothes. They fit even better this week. The belly hang is getting smaller. They're still loose. My waistline at the sides, definitely trimmer. And that told me the pounds gain definitely wasn't fat. So the verdict, this fat gain, is hormones and recovery water. And here's what the scale didn't measure this week. My blood pressure, I'm monitoring it daily, and it's gone down massively in 5 weeks, almost within normal range. And that's huge for me, as it was regularly high just up to 5 weeks ago. My energy, as I said earlier, for me in the midst of perimenopause, and I've been in this for about 4 years now, my energy feels sky high in comparison to what it was before. I'm moving more naturally. I'm not forcing myself. I'm exercising more. And fasts are steady. I'm loving cooking more and more. Simple keto recipes, playlist above. And I've got into a nice cooking fresh foods routine. I'm not just dieting, I'm building the energy and strength to live more fully, relieve some of these horrible perimenopause symptoms. Are you going through perimenopause? What symptoms are you really struggling with at the most? Pop it into the chat. Let's get the conversation started. Sharing the hormone or lack of it load. All of the above is progress that the scale can't capture. This week lined up with my ovulation, days 12 to 14, and whoa, what a few days there. I felt it. The estrogen peaks, then it dips, then the progesterone starts climbing, and with that comes water retention, irritability, and cravings. So no surprise that my mood at times felt off. And here's where Dr. Mindy's framework makes so much sense. Those that are mid-cycle, the days are not about long fast, they're about nourishing. And it's not failure to shorten your fast, it's actually supporting your hormones. My mistake was I kept the fasting longer because I was in such a good rhythm, but my lessons are learned. Listen to the cycle, not just the streak. So a kind of new approach that I'm adopting, when the scale jumps, I'm going to ask, or I do ask, cycle, where am I? ovulation and luteal phases, I'm going to carry water weight. 2, what's happening with my training? Did I add something new? So expect repair water. I've brought in more yoga and the jogging and the swimming. And the third one, do my clothes and what do my clothes and my waist say? Am I feeling bigger? Am I feeling smaller? And if 2 of those 3 say water, I'm ignoring the scales and I'm going to keep going. It's been a lesson learned for me too, as I admitted in a previous video, that I was jumping on the scales daily, which is crazy, as we do fluctuate often. So I'm going on once a week at most from now on. So for the next week, this week, I'm syncing back to Dr. Mindy's fasting rhythm. Days 15 to 16, I'm going to do shorter fasts, kind of 16 hours max. Day 17 onward, I can go back into the longer fasts for a bit, 20 to 21 hours, just feels good for me and it's a good space. I'm going to be prioritising protein first at the first meal, so my recovery and my hormones are supported. And I'm not just going to measure weight, I'm now going to start measuring my waist, my hips, keep more of a track on where my mood changes are, and my energy levels tell the real story. For recovery, my approaches to that include magnesium supplements. I take them every night, which have massively helped my middle of the night. I'm getting up to 7 nights a month insomnia. My hydration's always been good, but I've ramped it up to even more of a positive level. And alongside those top priorities, I've also been doing some research into bringing in creatine monohydrate powder into this health set regime too. I'll make a video about that in the future because I'm excited about what the research is saying around using it for women that are 40 years or over. And I'm logging everything in it like a daily tracker. I'm using cycle day, weight, waist, blood pressure, fasting hours, exercise, mood, energy, sleep, and any additional notes that I think might be helpful. So week 5 looked like a setback on the surface, gained 4 pounds, but it was really a masterclass in listening to my body. My blood pressure's down, my energy's up, my shape is changing. The scale just hasn't quite caught up yet. If you're fasting through perimenopause, don't ignore your cycle. Days 1 to 10, push the long fasts. Days 11 to 16, pull back to shorter ones. It's not quitting, it's sinking. And tell me in the comments, how long are you fasting right now? I'll share a tweak if you want to share your cycle as well. I'll share a tweak you can try this week. If you want to get kick-started with a 7-day health reset, there's a link down below. Just click on that and I can send you a copy. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much. See you next time.